Boy,
How you doing, buddy?
not much, man. How are you?
Okay.
You're okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
That's good. Well, that's good. How's everything?
I don't know. Things are good. Been busy.
Well, you're so ambiguous.
What?
You're so
Yeah,
ambiguous.
please, if anybody's the mysterious one out of the two of us.
Me? Why am I being
Yeah.
mysterious?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
You're the most mysterious.
Me? Yeah, you
Yeah.
think so?
Yeah, you don't want to identify as a comedian anymore.
You know what the A and AJ stands for?
I know, yeah. Ab-
Ambiguous.
It's Abdallah Dollar Bills, y'all.
Oh my God, whatever.
Don't be mad. Don't be
I'm,
mad.
I do still want to be identified as a comedian. Who said that? Who's been spreading that rumor?
Me.
You have been spreading
Yeah,
that rumor.
people ask me, I go, he quit.
You've been trying to take me out since the '80s. You've been trying to take me
It's
out.
true. I bring you close if I can cut you down.
Yeah, it's what it is. You try and make me feel a sense of comfort and safety, and then you just chop me down like
Yeah.
like a palm tree in the middle of the desert.
Do palm trees grow in the desert?
I think that's what they're trying to tell us. That's the case, but I don't believe that.
I think it's cactuses.
Well, cacti,
Cacti, if you will.
cacti.
I hope you cacti. Um,
I hope, yeah, I hope you lean down and cacti and die.
I'd like to apologize to our listeners. I had a couple of people ask me if we still do the podcast. We do. Just our schedules didn't line up this week, so just a couple days behind, and I apologize.
Yeah, we would like to apologize to all of our devout listeners. We
You
are
know,
still the fastest rising podcast in Canada, even though we
no,
did, kind of the first time we kind of skipped a day. So we apologize for that, but
yeah.
that won't be happening again, and we'll make sure that you guys get your daily doses of or weekly doses,
A
sorry,
weekly
of
dose. We'll get you back on track. You had to wait
yeah,
a couple
exactly.
extra days this time, but we'll get you back on track. We
Yeah.
promise.
Yes, exactly. And just to show you guys how important we are in your lives, because I feel like people have been taking us for granted, and then now you realize that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. It's true. Now they care. Now they
R
care.
E RESPECT. That's all.
That's all we ask.
That's all we ask for.
What have you been up to?
Man, it's been crazy. So we're recording this on July 29th. On August 2nd, which is a Monday, it's going to be my sister's engagement party.
Right, right. Nice.
So, that with me moving out, plus the filming
So
and
what area of town are you moving to? Are you
no,
gonna be around
I'm just
still?
gonna I'm just gonna crash at my folks' place
Oh,
for
okay, okay.
I'm just gonna crash at my folks' place for a bit, because honestly, right now I don't have the time to honestly just look for.
To even look for a place.
I
Yeah.
know, yeah, I don't want to do that right now. I
Understand
just
that, dude.
fuck it for the next few months. I'll just push through however I push through and just
Sure.
until like things like kind of like slow down a little bit, and then
I get it.
I'll get to that. For now, I'll just squeeze my shit there because they're leaving too. So
Yeah, because your mom's going back to Libya soon, right?
yeah, everybody's going back to Libya. So
I'm
you know,
sorry again I made those calls, but
I knew. Yeah, it
we
did.
shop us for too long.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I know. They came over and they were like, "There's five of you in here." I'm like, How did you know that? Like, how?"
And I'm like, hey,
Like
HJ,
somebody's
what's
like
going on with the
somebody's
family?
like hair, blonde hair is waving in the background. I'm like, I think I recognize that person.
I recognize that hair.
I smell the diabetes from right here.
Wait, your sisters aren't going back though, right?
They
Just your
are. They
oh,
are.
everybody's going back.
Everybody's going back. Yeah.
Even even like your sister who's getting married,
Well, she's getting engaged. The wedding is going to happen next year.
the engagement party. Sorry, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. The wedding is going to happen next year, and when that happens, she comes back and moves in here with her future to be husband. I guess.
So they're not living together right now. She's still at home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We kick it old school. You know what I
You
mean?
guys do kick it old school. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
We
making it sound like this is this crazy concept, but it's very
I know. I
traditional.
wanted
A
to
lot of people,
clarify
but
because it just seems like we're
yeah,
Mormons. I mean, we're not really. It's still another thing that starts with an M, but it's not Mormons. But we are something. So we do have traditions, and if
yeah,
he breaks those traditions, you get stoned to death.
as you should. That's what I've always said. I
Yeah.
said, break our traditions, let them eat stones. That's what I say. Just
He who breaks traditions first casts the first stone. So
that's the first stuff. Oh, so if you break the traditions, you throw stones at people.
of course, that's how
No,
you
I
do it.
like that. I like
Of course,
that.
discipline, and encourage.
Is your brother moving back then too?
Well, that's the tricky
He's
part, right?
staying
Because
for
my
school,
brother,
right?
he's staying because he's going to college.
Yeah.
So we're trying to figure that part out, whether he's gonna get his own place.
Did your sisters go to college in Canada?
They did. They graduated.
Okay. So
They
you were
grad.
the only one who didn't go to college in Canada.
Yeah, and look how successful I am. So
Bro.
really, who's and I don't have OSEP debt, so I'm good.
But you don't have OSEP debt?
Nope.
Is it free in Libya?
Yep.
What's your brother doing?
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess that there'd be upsides to staying here,
That's
and
what. Yeah, yeah. See, that's what I mean. Like,
uh,
you're looking at it from
I'm
like,
just looking at it from the schooling point of view. But
yes,
there's a
yes,
lot of
yes,
that we have
yes.
in Canada that, of course, yeah,
Yes, yes, yeah. It's you know what I mean. Like it's just
yeah,
it's like you either don't go into debt, but then maybe instead of graduating in 4 years, maybe you'll graduate in seven because they keep closing the university.
right.
Yeah, like universities back home are like the easiest thing to shut down because it's not attended by children. It's pretty much attended by adults, right? Like 18,
Right.
even though it's young, but you're still an
You're still
adult.
considered an adult. Yeah,
So if anything in the country happens that they don't like, which happens a lot,
of course.
they're immediately like, well, we're protesting, shut down the university. And the people that are running the university, they're like, old curmudgeon, like middle-aged men who don't give a shit.
No, they just bend the knee if they're
Yeah,
told to.
as long as they're getting paid, they're not
Yeah,
gonna fucking
they don't
fight
care.
with a 21-year-old douche who's got
Yeah,
probably a gun or something like that.
yeah,
And even when the COVID thing that was happening, the schools were not shut down, but universities were because again, it's the easiest thing to shut down. So
right.
I know I was very lucky that when I graduated, there was still some organization and order going on, so I was able to graduate right on time and everything. But as
Okay.
soon as I left, the semester right after I graduated is when everything started getting crazy. Like I know friends that only had one semester left until they
Right.
graduated, and they ended up graduating in 2 years because they were never
Jeez.
able to finish
To go
a,
to
a
yeah,
semester because things were open, close, open, close, open, close. So
brutal.
yeah, I mean, like yeah, so yeah, you go there for free, and the education is pretty damn good. I mean, like I'm fairly
And it
smart.
transfers to Canada because I know some countries it's like a degree won't transfer, which I think is insane. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But yours obviously transferred.
Well, here's the other thing too.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Like, if nobody should ask me what to do if they're a new immigrant, because my experience is absolutely silly. Like, it's just, I mean, like I got shit. I got luck on a shitty stick and just fucking luck shoved its dick in my asshole so deep
Right.
that
You had good luck or bad luck? What do
it's
you
really
say?
I had too much luck, like almost
Oh,
like
it was really you were very fortunate.
too much luck. Almost
Okay.
some people would even say it's rigged, even,
Yeah. Well, I often say that about you. I say you got it too good. This piece of shit. This
So for
rigged.
me, Even though like I ended up getting a job that's not really necessarily in my field per se, like it's engineering, but like the cousin of engineering,
It's
sort
like
of.
engineering light, right?
It's pretty much what it is,
I
but it
know.
was a job still, and it was a
Yeah,
shitty job. But then people, because I'm such a charming person,
yeah.
uh, that people when they move to another better company, they're like, "You want to come over?
Bring this guy.
Yeah, bring this guy over.
We'll
Come over
fucking
here."
arm the pants off your wife, and you'll
Yeah,
love it.
for real. Here's my wife. Fuck her.
Fucker.
Uh, and then so I moved to better, a better company, obviously, and I was able to, be able to have a good job within like, maybe like 2, 3 years of me being here. Actually, yeah, 4, maybe something like that. But anyways, so my experience, in general was like much easier than like class, like because if you look at my dad, on the other hand, who's been here longer than I have and was not able to land a good job in his field. Like he was not able to he wasn't even able to get hired.
Right,
So he had a much rougher time than I did.
right.
So it's different, it's different.
Very
It's just different, right? But when it comes to like that example, like medicine, like doctors, they definitely need to maybe take other courses and shit like that. Like the much more sensitive stuff is
right.
definitely lawyers, obviously, doctors, those need to
It's
really.
just different laws and different medical practices.
Exactly. So they
Yeah,
have
that
they
makes
have,
sense.
they have to take more courses. So that's why unless you're a Jew, don't be a doctor or a lawyer.
I couldn't agree more.
That's how I want it to be honest.
Just the Jews.
Just the Jews,
Just Jews.
medicine,
Um,
plenty of it.
so I guess you finished. Did you finish school and then the revolution started? Because like,
No,
or the revolution was going on during school, but it didn't shut down for that.
no, it did shut down for that. So I did end up graduating a year later than I should have, but I already started school a year earlier than everybody. So
Oh,
it
I see.
kind of
Okay,
ended up being the
balanced
same.
out. Gotcha.
So
Okay.
yeah, I got into first grade when I was 5 years old. So that's I was a year ahead of everyone. Yeah, I keep telling you, you're dealing with a very very
Grade one at 5?
yeah.
Why?
Because I was the oldest. My parents were psychos back
To
then.
like honor us? Did you skip kindergarten?
I don't think it's not mandatory, so you don't have to
It's
go
not
to kindergarten.
mandatory. Isn't it mandatory here?
I don't know if it's
I don't
mandatory
know
here.
either,
I don't have
actually.
a kid, at least not that I know of.
I took it anyways. I think both. I think JK and kindergarten, junior kindergarten.
Just to be safe.
Just they, they struggled. Um,
Yeah, those nap times were really hard.
they wear on you. They're tough. Uh, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I definitely didn't go into grade one early. That's for sure. I never got held back, but I
Yeah,
never
trust
skipped.
me, nobody's really thinking that. Don't worry.
My brother got held back.
Did he?
Grade two.
Curtis?
Yeah,
Hilarious.
it was
That's
like I get it.
it's probably why he's still upset about it.
Well, we got moved to a new school in the middle of the year. My mom was on her like third divorce or something like that.
I
So I
see.
get
I
like,
see.
I get why like a young kid struggles with.
It is. It's hard. It is
You
hard.
know what
It's
I mean?
hard. Yeah. No, I got into first grade when I was 5, and didn't slow down since then. Didn't
No,
slow
of
down.
course. You just keep excelling.
It's just what I do. It's just what I do.
The thing is, like, you did it at such a young age. Kids probably didn't even know the difference. You're probably just slightly smaller than kids.
Yeah, it literally, I did not even like, I knew obviously that I was a year younger than everybody, but it never really was like a thing that I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah,
no. I was
yeah,
fairly like kind of also similar in size to a lot of these kids anyway. So
sure.
obviously like there were like kids that are like much taller. I think that I remember there's like we had a kid in first grade that was like fucking 5'4" or something like
There's
that.
always like this like one gigantic kid, and you're like, "There's no way you're my age."
Yeah, dude, there was
You're
this
like,
one,
"Yeah,
there's this one kid that we had was like 5'4". It was
yeah."
insane. He was like a giant to us. And
He
then
was
in middle school, there was a kid who was like 12 years old or 13 years old. He was shaving. Like he literally was shaving.
Dude, there was this kid in my middle school named Adrian, and he was like 6'2" in like grade 7 or 8, and like had a little mustache too. And I'm like, this is fucking insane. But then also like my buddy Carwan, growing up, was from Kurdistan in Iraq, and like he had a mustache. Like as a young kid, I was like, dude, you're killing
Yeah,
me.
he
Oh,
probably
dude, he was already like, yeah, he was already like hairy, and I'm like this baby faced kid hanging out with my dirty uncle. Yeah, he was like killing me, man.
it's clearly that you're it clearly looks like the kind of kid that you're trying to convince to go to school when you're sitting there like that. No, it's good for you to continue your education and finish
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it just looks like he doesn't want to be part of the
No,
education.
he didn't want to be part of anything. He didn't give
No,
a
no,
fuck.
no. And it's so weird because those are the kind of like the kids that everybody kind of like doesn't fuck with, because
Yeah,
they're shaving, it's like, ooh, like they're more like,
you just
show
get it
me.
in your mind that they're kind of more of a man than you.
Yeah, and it's almost like everybody looks at them in awe because you're like, tell me what to do so I can start
Yeah,
saving.
yeah. It's true. You're like looking for advice, and they're like, it just started happening.
Yeah.
Like, how would I? And you're like, yeah, I guess that makes sense,
Did
right?
I tell you about the story where when I first heard about jerking off?
No.
Uh this fucking kid, dude, this fucking kid he was so funny, but I hate him because the way he introduced jerking off to me, he did it in a way it was so fucking annoying. He kept talking about, he was like, yeah. So obviously he came up, he was like, "Hey, do you jerk off?" And literally that's how any conversation starts in middle school. Like there is no, you're talking about the weather and then segue into it. Like
No.
no, it's like, do you jerk off? And I was like, what is that? Like immediately I felt like it was something I'm not supposed to know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, what is that? And he was like, you take your penis and you jerk it off. And I was like, well, how do you do that? And he's part of why I used to jerk off in a very fucked up way. I used to use conditioner because he was the one that fucking told me about conditioner. So for those who don't know, there was a while I was jerking off with conditioner.
Conditioner?
Yeah. And obviously it caused my penis all sorts of problems.
Of course.
Don't do that at all. Don't
Yeah.
do that. My dick has like two separate heads. It's not fun. Um, so he would tell me like take conditioner and jerk off, but the way that he was holding his imaginary penis was like literally he was
Oh, it's
doing
such bullshit. Like he's exaggerating
like
so much.
here, like he was like, and then you jerk it off, like you jerk it off. And I'm
Oh,
like, okay. And I'm like, well, okay, well, obviously, because when you're a kid, you're freaking out. So you're paying attention to every single detail to make sure.
yeah.
So I was like, obviously, if my penis, does erect, I'm probably gonna hold it somewhere here too. But then you realize that you're holding it like here, you're just like thinking here, and you're like, oh my god, well, like what's
Like, what's wrong with me?
What's wrong with me?
But that kid's just bullshit. That kid's
Of
just
course, he's a fucking asshole. He's a
have
fucking
eight
asshole.
cock. Yeah.
Fucking douche. Like he
Fucking
was
idiot.
like, he was the one that introduced me to it, and I was like freaking out. I'm like, hey, listen, can you? I went the next day. I was like, hey, can you show me exactly how to do it? Because I just want to make sure.
No.
Well,
What?
no. I mean, like, don't like pull out
Oh,
your
of
feet.
course. But then even to ask that.
But because I was like making sure, and then he holds it again for the, I think even higher this time, like with two
Of
hands.
course. It grows every time you do it. Everybody knows that.
And then obviously it was around the time when the internet was like starting. It was like the dial-up, doo, 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 like fucking
Yeah.
shit. So I would like obviously Google like, is jerking off bad for you? And obviously you see all these articles of like,
Horrible.
there's this one article that I
Christy.
read, dude. There's one article that I read that got me to stop jerking off for like 2 weeks, like which is a lot. I
For
didn't
a
like,
young man,
which is a
yes.
lot. It was like the more you jerk off your penis, the smaller it gets in size.
That's
I
crazy.
swear to God, dude. It's like, and then like they have like these like graphs, like these anatomy graphs of like a penis that never got jerked off once, and then a penis after like 7 weeks of getting jerked off every day, and it's like this something like,
It's just this micro peen.
it's like a pencil that's being sharpened.
Really, that's so fucking funny.
So obviously I stopped because I was already working with little, according compared to my friend that
Well,
was.
your friend is, yeah, your
So
friend
I
is
was like,
blessed.
I better quit while I'm ahead, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But then obviously I was like, no, I can't do that because I'm being a psychopath. Like I'm losing my mind because I'm so horny and I'm 13 as well.
No, of course. It's like you get these like raging ones that almost hurt you when you're that age.
Yeah, yeah,
That
dude.
you like have to.
Like when I was in middle school, there used to be I obviously like I went to the same school as a lot of my neighbors, so our parents used to take turns driving us to school. So I'm a little, obviously I'm getting a hard on every day, but
Yeah,
I'm having a hard on next to my friend's parent or my neighbor's parent. I'm like,
yeah.
like how frustrating must have been for him. He's like he knows how horny we all are, and like he has
Yeah,
these kids in the morning with like morning wood, and it's just like small boners in his car, and it's
just
just
vicious little bone.
brutal, brutal, brutal.
So funny.
Yeah, that's why I notice now like why my dad was disgusted with me from the ages of like
Yeah,
13 to like 18.
no, boys
He's
are just viewed as gross. You get to a certain age, girls get to stay like cute or viewed as cute longer. Boys, you get to like fucking even younger than 13, I'd say. I think you get to like 9 or 10, and people are like, you're disgusting.
You're just disgusting because
You
like
just get the fuck away from me.
yeah,
You're gross.
because your dad looks at you, he's like, I know what you've been doing in the house. Like I just know. I just
Yeah,
I just know
you do it all the time.
you've been rubbing your
I
penis
do it
over
all.
everything.
Yeah,
You probably didn't clean properly after yourself, so
no,
so
no.
he's like I must have like touched his jizz somehow, like
Touching penis stuff somewhere. Yeah, there's
yeah.
penis hands on stuff. There's jizz on stuff. Everybody's gross.
Which is why you should circumcise your kids. At least it makes it less gross.
Is that why?
I don't know.
Is that the medical? Why would it? Why would it be less gross?
I don't know. Just like the cheese
I feel
hair.
like if they're, yeah, that's true. The cheese head. I feel like if they're circumcised, maybe less cum gets out because it's like trapped.
You just bottle it in.
It just stays in. That's what the dick cheese is. It's actually like old dry cum.
Just the balloon knot.
You just tie it off, yeah,
Yeah,
and then keep it
that's
in.
gross.
No, I didn't say it was. I didn't say it was pretty.
It's fucking vile. It's
Diet,
horrendous.
diet.
Yeah, one of my favorite porn stars is a guy, which I want to really
That's
know.
okay. All right, already.
What?
Why is your favorite one a guy?
I think it should be normalized. I think especially if you're a straight guy, I'm sick and tired of all of these guys who are like my favorite porn star is fucking Texas big ass tits, whatever the fuck.
Oh,
It's like
no, of course.
it's like we all love her, but like I think it should be a guy because especially the really good ones can really like you can learn a few things from them. Like there's obviously the crazy porn stuff that you shouldn't do to a woman because it's not fun for them at all. But
Right,
there's a lot of like really nice things that you can learn from by just watching like a really good like male porn star.
right.
At least that's I don't know. It's
That's
just
sex ed in Libya.
say it again.
That's sex ed in Libya. I'm guessing though, right? You
Dude,
stumble
dude,
across porn.
I don't know if I think I've told you this before, but like in high school, obviously, this was back when like Bluetooth was starting to pop, and that's how we used to send videos and files. Like that's how you used to do it by sending through Bluetooth. And obviously, the biggest things that were being shared amongst high school kids is
Of
porn
course,
clips.
porn. Yeah,
And it's not like a good like 30-minute porn clip. It's like pixelated
yeah.
15-second porn
Bullshit.
clips.
Bullshit. Yeah. It's
which
awful.
which at that age is more than enough to to
Sure.
come during the 15 seconds is really all you're
Right.
really.
No, as a kid, for sure.
So it would be the most horrific, non-female friendly, enjoyable porn clips ever. It's
Right.
always a fucking like 17-inch black cock
Right.
going inside this poor little white girl's asshole, and it's like blood and screaming everywhere, and like they're
Blood
like,
and scream. Good God. I don't watch that one.
so that was like the education. So obviously once you actually start being with a real woman and a real person, you start to realize that I don't think I should do
Doing
the
that to her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
that's
don't think she's gonna want that.
that's not fun. No.
No. See, I was like, I'm a little older than you, so I didn't have as much
Like a
internet.
lot older than me.
I am. I'm 20 years older than you. I didn't have as much like access to the internet like growing up or like having that like hookup. I literally like the first like pair of tits that I saw in real life was probably like I'd maybe only seen a couple in magazines, maybe.
Yeah.
It was very like, oh, this is new. Where I
Mm.
talked to Doug about it, and he's like, I probably saw thousands and thousands of breasts
Mm.
online before I saw a pair in real life. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I was like 13 when I was like with a girl and saw her like boobs for the first time. So it was like I had probably only seen a few in like magazines that a kid like
Yeah.
snuck to school on the bus or something like that.
Yeah.
So it was all like a very new experience for me. But I think that younger, like people that are younger than me now, they didn't have that.
No, no, but there is something to be said because you probably extremely appreciated
Oh, big time.
seeing
No, I think
the
it's like I think it's healthier the way that I kind of went through it.
exactly right, like because you haven't seen it, you're not like desensitized. So
No, no, for sure. I just appreciated it and was super, super excited.
exactly. Like, I don't think anybody nowadays, if they have sex for the first time, they wouldn't come like as fast because you that used to be the thing, right? Like, hey, your first time, you're gonna come real quick. But I think that like if you grow up with porn on the internet, your whole like
Just so
young
much of it.
you so
But
much, you're so like not well versed, but you know what a female body looks like,
everything looks
everything.
like,
So
yeah,
like by the time you actually get to fucking for the first time, you do have somewhat of like a knowledge of how to, it's not as shocking, it's not like
yeah,
as overwhelming, I guess.
that's it. Um, but they also say that like Gen Z or just like younger generations, even millennials maybe a little bit, are having like less and less
Yeah.
actual sex.
Yeah, I
Maybe
heard.
porn addiction and stuff like that.
Yeah, I heard that. I
Like,
heard that. And let's be honest, like every time when it's been a while since I've had sex with my girlfriend, I just like jerk off and I'm like I find myself missing her less. That's
you,
horrible.
you did it a little bit. You overcome it by doing that. I think that it's like part of it is that like it's porn addiction, and then part of it is also that like we become less socialized because of the internet as well. So
Yeah.
talking in person and actually like approaching someone and making something happen like intimately
Yeah.
has been lost on people a little bit too.
Well, I mean, it's almost like, would you just kind of go through the internet and get that like synthetic intimate feel and get at least you get the release out of it, or you go through the hassle of the awkwardness and the socializing, and maybe you get a better obviously relief and a much more intimate experience, but you have to go through so much bullshit. So
Right.
you'd rather get the artificial version of that maybe is not as fulfilling, but at least you get it, because especially as a guy, dude, as soon as you come, like your vision is clearer, like like your heartbeat slows down, like everything, like you feel much calmer once you come, like it's all testosterone that's just exiting your body.
Right.
That's why it just calms you down. But I mean I think like, I mean, I don't know about how it is now, but man, I don't think I grew up in a very healthy sexual environment. Like, I don't think that at all, because dude, it was so bad. Like it was so bad that I remember my cousin who, my best friend growing up, he had neighbors allegedly, according to him and his other, neighbor friends, they told me, because I didn't live in the same neighborhood, they told me that they had a neighbor who lived with his brother. They were
Mhm.
both married, and they said allegedly that they saw them swapping wives, like because they have this big backyard, and so they went up to one of their houses and they saw like they all like had like an orgy, like foursome.
Right.
And so that burned in my brain so much. And they were like, okay, there they are, because they walked out and they're like, there they are. And every time I go over there, I just like stare at them because I don't know. I'm hoping that they would like, I don't
Do
know, like buckle under my gaze
it.
and start fucking in front of me. Like, I don't know, like,
Right, right.
I don't know what the end goal is. And I think I can't remember, but I think one time we went up to my cousin's rooftop just to see, and we did see them, but like nothing happened. They were just boring. Like they were just like hanging out like normal people would. But we were just waiting for this sex orgy to break out at any moment. It never happened. And then obviously another story about like about a guy who's married and his sister lives with him, and allegedly the guy's wife and obviously his sister, they have like lesbian, like they have like they both women have sex behind the guy's back.
Okay.
And I think the only reason that rumor started was because both those women were hot, and that's really all it
Yeah,
took.
so that's what you're just rooting for
It
in
was
your mind.
so really, really, all you need to ruin people's lives is just a horny boy with no, way to relieve themselves
Yeah,
properly.
yeah, yeah. And we'll
That's,
start these rumors and
that's
just
it.
yeah.
There's so many horrible rumors that I've heard about people that just like horrible things, some of it might have been true, but I think a
Sure.
lot of it was
A lot of it's just bullshit. A lot of it's just whatever.
but
Just
it's so
talking.
but it's not nice at all because
No.
everybody's like back home, everybody's like gossipy Gertie. So
Right. Yeah. See, because like growing up in my neighborhood, we definitely like, dude, we were not spying on our neighbors. Also, like our neighbors were old. Like there was nobody good looking in my neighborhood, so it wouldn't have made sense to be peeping in on like the old couple who live next
no,
door.
it's
We're
gross.
for sure not touching each other,
No.
or like, you know what I mean. So for us, it was never like, oh, I wonder if they're gonna fuck tonight. Like between my brother and I, like wondering that. No, we never thought about stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, it was more like, but my dad would like take us to bars. Like as a kid, my dad like would take us to bars during the day and we'd watch like football and stuff like that. And waitresses are hot. So when I was a kid, I just like that was when I get to see good looking women. It's if I was
Just
at my dad's on the weekend and I was like at a bar with him. But that was it. There was like I didn't really have good looking teachers
no.
or neighbors. It was like once in a while, if I was at a bar with my dad, there'd be like a good looking waitress, and
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely, growing up, I definitely had some hot teachers, but then there were others. I remember this one poor teacher. Her only crime is that she just has big tits. Like that's it. And she's somewhat young.
Right.
But it's in high school again. The environment is so fucking toxic. I told you that one time they drew in chalk, they drew a naked body of her, like
Yeah.
or what they think that her body would look like. And
Right.
obviously we all like got expelled for like a week because of it. And it's even
Didn't
worse
you all
back
get?
home.
You all got hit, right?
Yeah, yeah, for
You
sure. Yeah.
all got like they lined you up in school and slapped each
We
one of
we got we
you.
got the we got the Guantanamo Bay treatment. We all got the they had like a big like wooden like rod, and that had like a rope in the middle, and
Okay.
you would put your feet between the wood and the rope, and they would tighten it up so your feet wouldn't go anywhere, and two people would hold it from each side, and then like literally like somebody would come in with like a either like one of these like gas tubes that are like thin and like strong, and it's like a whip pretty much, and like on your
No,
on the bottom on the sole of your feet, like.
that's what they did. I thought that they just slapped all of you once in the face.
Oh no, 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 no! It was way worse.
They just whipped your feet
Oh yeah.
till you cried.
Well, no, no, they would do like 15 times.
Oh, 15 times. Okay, because like
Like,
when my dad and uncle were in school, they said what would happen if you misbehaved in class. The teacher would take you to the front and give you the strap until you cried in front of the class.
see, that's worse because we have a number, we have a fixed
And
number.
yeah, if
Because
you guys have a
because
fixed number,
at
that's a
least
little better.
but I also but I think it might be worse the way we did it because there are kids who are great actors that I've seen in in person who would like wow, wow
Oh, right away.
oh, I wouldn't
But
do it
they,
again. I won't do it again. Ah, and then they would like yeah.
but they keep going.
Yeah, of course, because they can tell who's fucking
Oh,
lying.
okay, okay.
They can tell who's
If a
fucking.
kid, okay, so like let's say a kid was really breaking down, did they still just go, well, we're getting to the number 15, it doesn't matter?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
wild.
yeah, dude. It was yeah. But you also have to look at it though. They fucking drew a woman's like naked body on a
I
wall.
guess, but still, you're an adult and you're like hitting a kid while they're crying.
But you have to also understand
Pretty
something though.
crazy.
You have to understand something though. Back home, for a woman, and it's sad to say this because it's a very sexist environment, obviously, but for a woman, her reputation is all she has.
Right.
Like
Okay.
it's bad here, but it's bad here, but it's way worse back home. Like,
Right.
like at the end of the day, like, yeah, maybe if a woman at work was like, labeled like the office slut, even though she's not, that's bad, but
Or
it's not like she'll never ever end up getting married or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
or at least all she has to do is just switch jobs and it's fine or whatever, right? But back home, it's like nothing of it's not her fault at all. It's just that I mean, I even hate to justify it because, like, yeah, like she's wearing a little bit tight clothes, but she's very modest, but like for back home, maybe the standards she's a little bit tight, and she has like, yeah, she has big tits. Like, what's that?
It'd probably be just hard to dress for
It's not
them.
her fault. She just has big
Yeah.
tits. That's
Yeah.
all. And she's like somewhat very young. She's not even. I don't think she's even that good looking. Like her, that's all. She's just young and has big tits, and just a bunch of horny douchebags, teenage
Right.
douchebags, and they just drew like a picture of her, fictitious like naked body, and I honestly like kind of get it. I really don't. Obviously, I was like at the time, I was like, "What the? This is a fucking bullshit." I didn't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, nobody's gonna rat anybody out. So
No, that's the problem, right? Like you're all gonna, like keep your mouth shut.
yeah, yeah, it was 15 on like the sole of the feet, man. It was
Like,
insane.
how bad would it have been for the kids, like if they got caught or had come forward? Would they have just been like, "You're not welcome in school at all anymore"?
Yeah, they would have probably got the shit kicked out of them for sure,
Right.
and then expelled, like completely, like just
Completely. You're just never going to school
take
again.
your file and go home. Like take that's the thing that
Right.
we used to say back home is like I'll just give you like oh they gave him his file. Like if somebody says like, oh, that kid got his file, that means that they got expelled.
Done. Yeah. Crazy.
I actually have a video. Not I didn't post it, but I think a kid that I became friends with in university apparently went to the same high school as I did, but he was a senior at the time, and he took a video of my junior year at high school when they did like that group punishment,
Right.
but it was
Okay.
for a different reason. For a different reason, but a group punishment. But that punishment was different. Instead of hitting us on the sole of the feet, they were hitting us on our hands with the same thing.
With the same. Okay.
And it was like I think it was like a 15 or 30-second clip on YouTube, but it was me, the one that was being hit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's on
And you
YouTube.
can find it on YouTube?
Yeah, yeah, I'll send you the link to so you can
That's
look at it.
hilarious. Yeah,
You
I
can
want to
see
see
like a like 14-year-old AJ just getting punished.
in the hands.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that for sure.
No, I'll send it to you. I'll send you the link. But yeah, no, yeah, it's insane, man. Like I just remember it's so far, like it's so long ago that but if you look at it, it's not that long
Not
ago.
that
Like
long ago.
it was like
No,
probably
like 14,
like
like half your
15.
life.
Yeah,
Half.
it's like 15
Yeah.
years ago, which is not that long ago,
Yeah,
really.
you're 29 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just feels like it
Yeah,
happened. It feels like it was a different lifetime. Like
for sure.
it's crazy.
Crazy. Have you been doing? Have you done any more shows or anything going on? Or
Yes. So, so yeah. So don't believe all the rumors. I am still doing comedy. I'm just not doing it as vigorously as intensely as I would love to because I am focusing on another creative outlet. So I'm not, you know, doing less comedy and doing nothing. I am doing something. However, the first show that I did with you in London Brewery.
yeah, yeah,
You absolutely had a great set. It
that
was
was fun.
awesome. I don't know, I don't think saying that I ate my balls is good enough.
Right.
I ate my asshole too. Like I
Yeah,
think penis, balls, taint, and asshole
those are
all in
gone.
one.
They're all gone.
All gone.
Yeah,
If you look at my lower half body, no balls, no dick, no asshole, nothing.
no asshole.
It was that bad. Like it was that bad. It
Was
was
it?
it was you know how you like you hope to say that it was that bad. You say it over and over again, so
Yeah,
hopefully the other person will be like, no, but you were literally like, yeah,
yeah.
no, I was.
We all know.
I'm not
My
gonna.
my dad, because I saw my dad the next weekend at CJ's Lounge. And my dad's like, "Is AJ like really new to comedy?" I'm like, "No, no, he's good. He's good." He's like, he was just looking at his notes a lot. I'm like, "Nah, he had a lot of time off." And he's like, oh, "Okay, yeah, yeah, that makes sense."
No, man, I swear to God, man, I swear to God, I'm not bad at comedy. It's just, it was.
You've been doing more shows though.
So I have done 3 shows, I believe, since, and they've been good, man. They've been really good. It was just that first set that was just abysmal.
First one's
Uh,
half, man. Getting back out.
yeah, man. It was the first one was just abysmal, but honestly, like the other shows after that were really good. I've done mostly new jokes in those shows, and it's been been going well. So yeah, man, it's been good actually. It's been really good.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I did CJ's Lounge over the
Yeah,
weekend.
that's a great place.
Dude, that was such a fucking fun
Is
show.
that the hookah lounge?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
got to do it inside too. It's a nice tight room.
yeah.
Dude, these guys were great.
The
Such
owners
a
are
great
sweet.
show. That was a great show. The people there were amazing, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Sold tickets and everything. It was like really, really good.
yeah.
And yesterday I did Mark. Crap. No, not Mark's. What am I saying? Justin Gale's show in Toronto at Tall Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever done that patio?
No, never.
It's fun, dude. There's a bunch of shows that run there now.
Okay, that's good.
It was a tight lineup too. It's like Nick Nemiroff, Chris Robinson, Alan Shane Lewis, Doug Koning, Rebecca Reeds, and myself.
Oh, that's a fun lineup.
Justin Gale hosting. Rebecca and I co-headlining.
That's a fun lineup.
And it was super good, man. It
That's
was
good.
super fun. Um, yeah, and then I'm like out of town with Jeff next weekend.
Well, that's good. You're busy.
Mount Bridges.
Mount
Nothing this weekend though.
Nothing this weekend?
Nothing.
Uh,
I got one show this week, and it was the one I did yesterday in Toronto.
I would invite you to my sister's engagement party, but
I'd love to do a
you're
set.
you're not muzzy, so
Oh, I can't go. You think they'll notice that I'm not if I show up? Like if you don't say anything, maybe.
I don't think I have to say
I'll
anything.
take it.
They
Okay.
just see
I
it
don't.
from your
Okay.
fucking Smash Mouth T-shirt, and they'll be like, "That guy's."
Okay. How dare you? Smash Mouth? How dare you? Pretty mouthy. We do all our shows over Zoom. Smash Mouth. Get fucked.
I've been I'm actually doing Mark's backyard, Mark Cusick's backyard.
Yeah, I did
in
a
Mid-
guest spot, the one last weekend on Friday, and then the one on Saturday got canceled because of the rain.
Aw. Well, how was it?
It's good. Manolis headline he killed.
What's his name?
Manolis.
Okay.
What do you think I said?
Munolis.
That's how you pronounce it. That's the Greek pronunciation.
You're not Greek.
How can you tell? Um, but yeah, he killed. It was fun. Uh,
That's great.
the always energetic Matt Serena hosting. So, ball of energy, Matt
By
Serena.
the way, that's a thumbs up, not a middle finger. It might look like it.
How dare you? How dare you flip
Love,
Matt Serena
love,
off?
love me some Matt Serena.
No, everybody loves some Matt Serena. That was a fun show. It was good. He's good.
Okay, move on, because I'm not gonna do this again. I'm not gonna do this.
Why? Why?
I'm not gonna do this.
Why not? That's
I'm
my
not even
favorite
gonna
part.
acknowledge it. I'm not
My
even gonna.
favorite part of the podcast.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna let you do this. No, we already ruined one bridge. We're not gonna do this again.
We didn't ruin a bridge. You
So
think
anyway,
that guy's not mad at us?
I don't know.
He's mad at you.
He's not. No, I didn't do anything.
He was. He was like, fucking AJ's talking all this shit. I could do worry. Quit comedy. No, I didn't say anything. He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. He doesn't.
He doesn't care.
I'm doing the at the end of August. I'm doing the I don't know how to pronounce the name of the place, but it's called the Mosaic. Mosaic.
Oh yeah. Hey, Justin Shaw just started a room there,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I'm not booked on the first one because fuck me, I guess.
Is that the first one that I'm doing?
I believe so. Because I think Doug's on it too. I think it's like a monthly.
I'm headlining that one.
Yeah, Doug's probably not headlining then. Or maybe he's doing the one before. Maybe it's not a monthly.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I don't think I don't. Yeah, I mean, if I'm headlining, then there's no way Doug's on the same show as me. He must be headlining his own show.
I don't know. I forgot what Doug said.
Because I have been almost in some shitty situations where I'm headlining and you're doing, 10-minute, 5-minute spot. I'm like, no, I'm not. We're not gonna do that. No.
Yeah.
So
yeah. That's at CJ's Lounge. Offered that actually, which I then headlined.
well, it's good, which is good. That's good. Yeah, it's stupid. Like it's just it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's no big deal. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a new room. I don't even know where that place is.
And neither do I. I don't know, honestly.
Just good to see another room kind of start up. I talked to Mike Mitchell about like when Emerson's starting and stuff like that.
The Mike Mitchell?
The TV's Mike Mitchell.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Or
maybe talk about Kim Mitchell.
No. See, and then sometimes I mix him and Jen Reeves up. Not Jen Reeves, Mike Mitchell.
You know what? I love Jen, but she can come across as a lesbo once in a while from the back, especially.
I kept calling her a filthy lesbian when I saw her at Manolis's birthday party. And I made her put on Mike Mitchell's hat, and then I took a picture of her and I tagged Mike Mitchell.
I saw that.
On Instagram.
It's uncanny.
It is, right?
I agree.
It's just the hair. It's the nose, too. It's the nose.
And the body.
Oh, God, that's so mean.
Listen,
We're not going to talk shit about it anyway. We're not going to talk shit.
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
There you go. But yeah, I talked to Mike Mitchell. Ian, the owner of Emerson's like, I want to get it going, but I want to wait till it's back to normal. He wants standing room again. I kind of get, because at Emerson there was a lot of standing room at that show.
Well, also Emerson is very small to begin with, and if they do it, if they go by the capacity that are in place now, you're probably going to have like 5 people or 6 people. Like it just
might not be worth it.
No, it wouldn't make sense for him financially.
And even for us.
Yeah, it just won't be fun. It just won't be fun because as much as I love that room, but things can easily go bad in that room. Even just given like the right conditions.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, so but it's such a fun room, man. I love that room so much.
That would just be good to get a fucking weekly going again and get to like really start working on stuff and building new sets. You know what I
Just
mean?
bring the memento back, yeah. The momentum back, yeah.
Yeah. I think Doug and I might even look at like finding just some shit bar or whatever. Just like give us an open mic. If we can even get a few people out, some regulars, whatever.
Avalons?
Huh? Oh,
Av-
Athens? No, I would never do a show there again.
Why not?
I hated it
Such
there.
a
You
nice
hated
place.
it there. It is a trashy place.
I said it's a nice place. I didn't say it's a
Uh,
trashy place.
I said it's a trashy place. It's a fucking
Your words, not mine, as long as we're
place.
clear on
You remember that one though?
that. Oh, do I? Oh, do I?
I did a few there.
It's the first time I've been on a show where the comics showed up at 7, but the show started at 8 because we had to get a microphone.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that was me putting up a big fight because they were like, just yell. And I was like, I'm not doing that. They're like, just
Yeah,
talk. I'm like, there's no way. There's no
but
way.
to be honest, though, to be fair, they really didn't get any heads up that there was a show going to happen there.
With the crowd,
The owners.
the owners knew. They didn't know how to organize it.
I know. I'm
There's
being
a third party involved.
I'm being facetious. Obviously, they fucking knew. They were just like incompetent. That's all. They didn't give a
Yeah,
shit.
they just didn't know better.
Mm.
Um, but people would pay. Do you remember? People would pay
Yeah, I mean,
to talk through the show.
I mean,
But they
yeah, I mean, the time that I did, I think I did it once or twice. I can't remember,
you
but
did twice.
the times that I did it, it was full. And like you said, they really love talking. They really love talking.
Really love
I
talking.
mean, they love it so much.
The other thing was like you could have a joke that would work, but then they'd talk about the joke, so you'd lose
Yeah,
them again anyways.
usually the reason why the audience is there to give you feedback on your jokes. But these people actually give you like actual feedback.
Right there in the moment.
It's like a
Yeah,
conversation that you're having with them.
very much.
It's like, do you think I'm just like a drunk, brave person that wants to talk to everybody? Or,
They do though. They kind of do.
yeah, they think that I'm just like, hey, hey guys, the entire bar, let's all have a conversation together. It's like, no, that's not what this is about. This
Yeah,
is about you shutting the fuck up and just stuff your face with that artichoke dip and let me talk. Just let me talk.
yeah.
I do remember the food not being
I
so bad though.
The food was pretty good.
Yeah.
I've definitely been at bar shows with way worse food. What the fuck's
There's,
that one
there's,
called that we did? That was awful.
oh yeah, the it was Joe Patello's
On
show. Him and
Friday. Yeah, yeah. What was it called?
well, unironically, it was called I think the food box. It was called the
The
food box.
kitchen box. Yeah, something box, food
Like,
box.
like the food was in the name of it. Like there was
I
like
think it might have been box too. It was terrible.
eh,
That was like I've never had somebody ruin pizza
the
that
pizza
extent.
that we had in Michigan, and that was a bowling alley. It was still better than the place that specializes in food.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. The bowling alley pizza we had
And
was
the pizza was done by somebody who just started dating the owner of the place.
yeah, and didn't know.
They weren't even
I
supposed to work there.
was right there. I didn't even think they knew what pizza was.
No,
They,
because she was really shocked when we told her that we wanted a pizza.
I like a pizza. She goes, I've
She's
never
like,
heard of. Yeah, she's convulsing. She had 3 seizures, and then we helped her recover through first aid.
and then we were like, "Oh, how do how long you been working here?" She's like, "I don't work here." I'm like, "Oh, okay, well,
She's
What are
like,
you doing here then?
I'm seeing The Honor. I'm like, we're like, how long have you been seeing The Honor? She's
We
like,
were
a
hoping for like
day.
2 years, 3 years, you know, shit like
Yeah.
3 days.
She's like, a day? It's our second date? I'm like, what?
That pizza was better
Oh,
than.
the food box. Yeah.
It was really sad because I think I got one that on paper was supposed to be really nice. I think it like had like sausages on it and shit
Wouldn't
like
they
that.
make it sound so good too? And then you get in, it's
And
just
then
dog
like you look
shit.
at the bottom of the pizza, it's like black. It's like, like once it's right and wants to vote and shit like that. It's like crazy.
Oh, the worst. It's sitting at the front of the bus. You're like, come on. You know better.
You come on, you're being a naughty boy right now. Yes.
You dirty pizza.
I know how you pizzas don't like to work.
You people are all the same.
You're wearing a hoodie and up to no good.
Yeah. I think that pizza's got Skittles in its pocket. Let's shoot them. That's what I.
Awful, awful. All right. Tell the people where you're gonna be performing soon.
All right, you slut. Um, I am with Eric Johnson for his backyard tour comedy shows on August 6th. And then I'm with Jeff Leeson in Mount Bridges on August 7th. I also am headlining a show at the Rope Factory, which I'm very excited about on in Brantford on August the 13th.
Hope you hang yourself with one of them.
It's going to be a new show. I actually get to collect my own crew. So if you want to be on that one too, I get to kind of build the cast myself, I was told. So if you want to be on that one, let me
What's
know.
the day?
The 13th, Friday the 13th.
I'm on another show.
Let's never speak again.
I guess. What's the place called?
The Rope Factory. Jamie Stevens owns it.
I hope you hang yourself with one.
Nah, all right. Well, that's not very nice. Is it? What show are you doing on Friday the 13th?
I'm doing Mark Cusick's backyard show.
Oh, that's right. That's the one I got moved from. I got moved to the end of the month. Have fun, you fucking loser. What's the charity for? Mouthy Muslims?
All right. Well, that's not nice.
Just in a video you getting beat as a kid already.
I'll send that to you right away.
All right, thank you.
I'm gonna be on like Jason maliciously said, I'm gonna be on August 13th. I'm gonna be at Mark's Cusick's backyard show. I don't know if you can get tickets for that. Probably already sold out, whatever. And I honestly up until the 30th of August, I don't really got no shows, but on August 30th at the Mosaic, I hope I'm saying the name of the place right. I will be headlining that show. So if you want to see me like stumble through 25 minutes of, between new stuff and old stuff,
Been there, done that.
Been there, done that. So much experience.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen you do it. That's what I mean.
Oh my God! Stop. Yeah, it's like I've seen it once in 10 minutes. I don't want to see it over 25 minutes.
Yeah. That was enough.
It's too much. But yeah, make sure to follow Jason and myself on our social medias. Follow In Search of Zen. Like the YouTube video, subscribe, and thank you so much for supporting us, and thank you for all the people that reached out and asked if we were quitting or something like that. We're not. We're still here and clear. We're still at it. That's it for us. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. Love you, buddy.
I love you too, man. Good to see you.
You too.
Bye.